my name is Jamie Pena Munoz, and I am giving my commemorative speech today. I've lived a long and plentiful life with sacrifices that both my parents have made for me, specifically my mother. My mother has been one of the biggest examples of what sacrifice is to me and what it means. She has given it all that she has been able to, and she's provided for me and my siblings from hard times of poverty to being an emotional support. And I believe that that's why my commemorative speech was designated to her. Through the years of growing up along with my mother, who I do speak pretty well and fondly of, clearly a mother is going to be a mother, so there will be punishment and there will be gratitude. I would like to share the major importance that she has had in my life and the reasons as why I chose her. A couple years back, we weren't really financially stable, and we had many struggles where we didn't have much food in the house. School was a little bit hectic to get to, and it was just a lot of stuff that kind of built up over time. And during that time, I did notice that my mother was struggling a bit emotionally, mentally, and probably physically. But what I had noticed was that during that time, she was very strong. Despite not having the amounts of money we wish we could have, she would still give me some money for school to like buy little snacks or little thingies that I would want. And I knew in my head, like, oh, well, why would she give me this if we don't have the money? And, well, it was just something that she would do out of her way in order to show me how much she would love to give me and how much she loved me. I always knew that the money she gave me wasn't really needed as well. I always preferred that she would just keep it and, use it for home. I didn't necessarily feel that struggle because I was never home. I was always at school or out of home doing activities and stuff, which I could still see the struggle, who wouldn't? But I'm very grateful that I was given that opportunity to not have to see that struggle as much as I was, as it was shown in the home. She was also been the type of person who will always give and serve to people. She used to be a pastor, which also kind of, I believe, gave her that sense of wanting to help. A most memorable quote that she's given me and that I've remembered about her is that always give to those who ask from you, no matter what for, and that good will be returned to you. I believe that was really important of what she gave and what she told me growing up because, well, it's true. Who doesn't want to help others when you have something that they need? Because I could go to the store and simply buy a bag of chips, and some people don't even have enough money to do that. So I always believed that quote has been engraved in my head in order to push on and continue this sense of commitment to that quote. Another thing about her is that she's been pretty selfless. She went from living in poverty in Mexico, having to sell tortillas and little snacks on the sides of the streets, to coming to the States to clean houses and help people in their homes like a housekeeper, though she doesn't like being called that. She moved to Florida probably 30-40 years ago, but at that time she had received her citizenship, and she also had my eldest sister, who was a little baby at the time. She was really hustling to get her the most things she needed, and then whenever I hear those stories, I believe it's so important to hear them, because it just shows how selfless she is. Her being a little talkative as well has been entertaining for the most part. She gives me so much sense of nostalgia, hearing all these stories and, well, getting to know her past, seeing what she's done in her past. It's been so entertaining and fulfilling. It makes me grateful for the person I am today. Her talking has also helped with anxiety that I have had, my stresses, and it just overall is a very big comfort. Um, she has been a person who has given a major importance in my life, and a figure who has time and time again taught me and inspired me to be strong, selfless, and a little chatty. um, she gives me a sense of hope for my future and maybe inspires yours as well. So, why I chose my mother is to no surprise, my mother and I are a duo. Seeing those struggles really makes me appreciate her much more than anyone else.